I recently quit my job and took on a new venture in life. Welcome to Music from People I Know, where I catch up with friends, past and present, and talk about our music, inspirations, and passions. With a 15-year professional career in the music industry, I have met a lot of cool and interesting people. I am here to share our stories.
My bathroom is like my makeshift music studio.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that where are you in the bathroom right now? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so hang on. This is for continuity stuff. All right. Cool. Yeah. Hey, thanks. No, because it's for timing, dude. It gives me a clap and then a time to slap the clap together, and then everything else aligns. So, all right. So everything's recording. It's kind of weird that your video isn't coming in the way that I'd like it to, so I might have to stay away from that view.
My video?
It's so cool the way I have this going.
I want to see. What's my video look like? Do I look good?
Here, let me show you. Well, here, let me do this real quick. You're being summoned. Let's see here. Well, God damn it. I rearranged my phone so that I can do this and not show all the clutter on my phone. So I'm doing...
So this is going to be posted up on Facebook too? Like the video feed and shit? Wait, so
I'm not doing it live.
If we're going to do a video feed, should I like hold my cup all proper like with pinky out and shit? Oh, how you doing, Michelangelo?
Hip hip cheerio.
Oh, dude, I've got
top of the hour to you.
I've got a straight off the boat Australian for an apprentice right now, and it's so fucking funny to listen to him. He's like,
really?
Yeah.
So that's what it's gonna ultimately like switch to. I
want to see that one. I just saw a big white blur.
We'll be It's kind of hard, dude. I mean, you're asking me to do a lot here, you know.
Don't
you understand? You're like 1,000 miles away.
Don't you know this about me right now? All your life, don't you know? I always ask for above and beyond. Like, can we just do that?
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't
like
be
missing
mad
Johnny, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if you didn't do this,
dude. You and we got into some pretty gnarly fights during that time, dude. Like we duked it out at the very end, huh?
No, we never duked it out.
You remember that I chased you with the mic stand?
Did you chase me with the mic stand? Oh yeah, you chased me with the mic stand. That was pretty nice. But it was never as bad as
Yeah, and you grabbed your guitar and started coming at me. I'm like, oh shit, peace.
It was never as bad as some of the others, though. As some of the other friends of the circle.
No. I've been listening to Absent. I put it on a loop, and I edited it down so I can get rid of the ticky 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 ticky, and it sounds fucking awesome. Man.
I have to hear it. I still think we should re-record all of that.
Yeah, you know, maybe when you get out here. Maybe that's what we do when you get out here. I'll have a studio set up, and I'll have everything going. You just come over, we redo.
I want to redo like all the like actual ska songs too, with horns and everything.
Oh, right. Oh shit. How old?
Paw
Your son
Patrol.
Hero, right?
Paw
How old is
Patrol.
he?
He's 2 and a few months.
He's two. He's two. He's getting pretty big, huh?
Oh, dude, he's a terror. He is a terror.
Yeah. Is he getting into the terror twos?
Oh, he's already in the terror twos, dude. And he just lays on the floor and slams on the floor when he doesn't get his way. And then, like, he'll grab my finger and drag me to go outside. And I'm like, we can't go outside. It's 2 a.m. And he's like, "Wah!" I hear the delay.
Yeah.
I just heard myself.
That's pretty
back.
rad. Yeah, it's a little bad, dude. I mean, you gotta understand, you're, I think, 850 miles away from me. I moved
Dude,
away.
this is
from
like
you.
NASA shit.
Yeah, like, and then I'm taking. So what I'm doing is I have it on my iPad, and then I'm playing it onto my computer from my iPad.
Right. So are you
Wirelessly.
listening to the computer's audio?
Yeah, you're like wicked delayed. Dude.
Yeah. Same with you. You're like a 5-second delay. Like, I'll say something, and then I'll look at you, and then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it is a little on the hard side, but you know, I think with the idea of what we're doing here, I think it's pretty rad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. It's pretty cool.
We're gonna be you know, I can't really show you everything that I'm gonna
That's
be
all right.
playing and editing in. But you know, I've got like that picture of you and Tabitha. You guys had gone to like the medieval times,
Yeah.
right? What was that day like? Tell me about going to medieval times. I've never been.
Are we doing the interview right now? I didn't know we were interviewing right now.
We've been doing it.
Oh, awesome.
That's the key, dude.
So
That's what all my
face.
studying has said to do, is just capture it, dude.
Just capture the
See, and I'm
moment.
getting pretty good at this. I study. Yeah, that's exactly it. All you got to do is study and do your homework.
Actually, all right. So I started this job like 6 months ago, and it's a plumbing business, and they hired me because I'm a lot better at sales than their other guys. And so since they've hired me, I've actually had 2 raises because of all the like shit I can do for them. So on Sunday, this is like maybe 2 or 3 months in at that business, her dad came to visit us. So we brought him to medieval times, and my wife and I and her father, we went to medieval times. When we got there, my phone starts ringing off the hook, and it's my boss, and he keeps calling me, and
Oh, I lost you. He keeps what?
He keeps calling me, trying to like get a hold of me, and then I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm starting to freak out. So after medieval times was over, we left medieval times, and I called my boss right away, because it's like, why would I have 20 missed calls from a guy that's my boss if it wasn't an emergency? And when I called him, he said, hey dude, this guy's having an issue. Can you please call him and talk to him and see if we can set up an appointment to go out and see what he needs on Tuesday when you're back in? And I'm like, wait, what? Why did you call me? Like someone's dying, or someone's house in plumbing terms flooding, and it's something I did. But
For
you're calling
something
me
on a Tuesday?
for something on a Tuesday that you could have easily booked yourself. It's like, what the fuck? So medieval times for me wasn't enjoyable because I'm constantly looking at my phone and tapping my foot like, oh shit, my boss is calling me. My boss is calling me. What do I do? But I can't answer because I'm with my wife and father-in-law. Like, what do I do? You know?
Right? Wow, man. Yeah, see, I had a great father-in-law when I was married, you know. He was really cool. And he kind of stepped in for where my dad had left off and stuff. So that was kind of cool,
cool.
But you know, I don't know, having a bunch of other people to deal with, and you know, living with a bunch of other people is just, it's not my thing. I think I'm going to be a single bachelor that lives maybe with his mom for the rest of his life, dude.
There's actually nothing wrong with that. You know, you only live once, and you got to do what you got to do that makes you happy and feel comfortable. You know.
See, I have friends that, you know, they can't leave the house unless they ask their girlfriend if it's okay, and, you know, and then the girlfriend says, no, I need you to do this, and blah, 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 and it's just like, come on.
Yeah.
Get over it. Move on.
Yeah, they're not married yet. Wait till they're married. It's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
And they have a kid with it.
So how is it with Tabitha and you? Do you guys get along well? Do you get to live your life the way you want? Do you have to, like, do compromises and sacrifice things, or how does that all work out for you?
Well, I mean, she's a very passive girl, so she's pretty cool with a lot of stuff that I do, you know? Like, I'm a guy that takes care of his shit. I got her a house. You know, she drives a fucking badass Dodge Charger, fucking RT.
Oh, you got her a house. You didn't get yourself a house.
No, that's how it works when you're married. That's how it works. Everything's hers.
Yeah, see?
And even though shit floats downhill, so it comes back to me. So it's actually my Charger, but it starts at the top of the hill. I bought her a Charger that I get to drive every once in a while. And then I bought the Satellite.
Yeah, that's just like my Hyundai.
Exactly. It's your Hyundai that I purchased for so-and-so who lets me drive it once in a while. You know?
Yeah, who blesses me with the opportunity.
Exactly. Those are the perfect words. Who bless me with the opportunity. You know? Happy wife, happy life. I was just reading that. So I was just reading that there is truth to that statement, and they told the scientific version of it and why it is true. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? It took you thousands of my
does it have something to do with getting more blowjobs?
Right? I'm like, dude, it took thousands of my tax dollars to pay these fucking scientists when they could have just asked me. Like, make your wife happy.
Keep her happy, I get more head, I'm happy. Oh, shit. Yeah, so do you get to spend a lot of time with Hero? You know, one of the pictures we're going to be showing here is you and Hero chilling out on the couch. So you guys get to, like, chill out a bunch?
Hero...
You get to spend a lot of time with him, or do you find she spends more time?
Well, she definitely spends more time because she's a stay-at-home mom. So I'm at work every day, between 10 to 14 hours every day, supporting her Dodge Charger habit that I bestowed upon her. And...
well, let's not forget your car habit. We'll get to that.
My car habit sitting in the driveway waiting for the next paycheck, like my wife. It's so awkward watching me laugh and then you laugh like 5 minutes later.
Yeah, right? I'm like mind blown on it actually working, but it is like extremely delayed.
Yep. I don't even know if you can edit that.
You know, it's cool. It's fun.
Oh, yeah, it's way cool. So,
I don't know. I really don't. If it doesn't quite work out perfect, so be it, dude. It's there,
no, it's
and
working.
It's fun, and
people
as a potential
are responding
listener, well to it.
Like, as I'm hearing it in my headphones, it actually sounds very fluid. But when I look at the screen, it's very different. Like, here's the scene, and audio is like over here.
I might be able to fix that in post, and we'll see. You know, I'm not exactly sure what I can and can't do. I've never done it before, so.
Well, this is episode 2, right? So we're episode 2.
Yeah.
Dos.
Number 2.
That's my son's favorite and only word he knows right now is two, and that's how he says it. Two. Anytime he sees 2 of something, he goes,
"Oh yeah,
2." He'll stop whatever he's doing, and he'll turn around and go, 2.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
And red is red. He goes red, and green is green. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, is he get excited when he sees the Ninja Turtles stuff? Have you gotten him all freaked out about that yet?
No, he's got tons of shit, and he doesn't care. It's all about Paw Patrol, man. Paw Patrol. And
Paw Patrol.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy.
Yeah, see, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you need to look it up. Paw Patrol, dude. It's like these dogs, right? And there's like 8 of these puppy dogs, and they each have an ability. One's a recycling dog, one is a cop dog.
Oh wait, yeah, it's like Air Bud, right?
Kind of, but it's cartoon. And then they have this like 10-year-old kid that leads them, and yet this 10-year-old kid drives this badass fucking RV where all these puppies that can talk are like, we need to go save this guy. There's a cat stuck in the tree. So, Max, you do this. And Riley, you do that. And you, while you were doing that, put the caution signs over here. Okay, let's do it, guys. Yeah. And then they do it. And then that's the whole episode. And then there's this cool, like, pump up rock music behind. It's like, boom, cha, boom, cha, boom, cha, boom, cha, boom, cha, boom. And they're like, okay, guys, we got it. Let's haul this up.
So you get to watch that a lot, it sounds like. I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of TV. Do you have? Are you still plugged into the wall, honest, or are you wireless?
I'll be honest. I'm deep in my phone while those shows are on. And you just hear it in the background coming in, dude. Yeah, that's exactly me. You know, and I'm looking at some like anime porn or something. Like do.
No, hero, get away from me. You can't see this, dude. No,
if it's card porn, it's fine. He could look at it.
So you know. Tell me what it was like to be in She's Sinking, dude. What were you guys doing? Like, what was that all about? Like, what happened? Where'd it go? Like, it started off pretty strong. Yeah. I remember you guys were, like, on tour for, like, a solid year or something like that.
Well, no, Daybreak Ends is where that was happening. So, Daybreak Ends with Johnny, you know, our good old friend Johnny. We were doing Daybreak Ends and rocking it out. And it was doing good. We were touring and everything, but everything that could go wrong went wrong. So to talk about She's Sinking, we have to talk about the band before, which is Daybreak Ends. You know, and Daybreak Ends was what happened after Missing Johnny. Missing Johnny fell apart. Whatever happened with Missing Johnny, which was our band together, and I met these guys on Craigslist, and I jammed with them, and I said, "This is badass," but the drummer sucked fucking ass. Where's the Johnny? Right?
Yeah.
And so I brought Johnny in, and the guys loved Johnny, and we fucking hit it off. And like then we were like a team that couldn't be separated. The 4 of us were fucking badass, and we started touring. And we got this shitty ass fucking tour manager who fucking never like every gig he booked, he didn't confirm with. So when we got to the gig, the guys were like, "Wait, you were supposed to be confirming with us, so we booked someone else because we didn't know if you were coming or not." And we're like, wait, what the fuck? So this happened a lot. And then 2 days before Hurricane Katrina, so here's your timeline. So this is like 2004 or whatever it is, right? Hurricane Katrina is supposed to hit Houston, Texas, and never hits Houston. So, but it's supposed to hit Houston, and everyone's going in, finding shelter, and streets were clear. Our van blew the fuck up. The transmission failed on us. So we gave the van to a mechanic. Mechanic says it's going to cost us much. We didn't have that much in the fund. We're like, what the fuck did we do? So the tour manager knew someone who knew someone who knew someone who knew the band Phoenix TX in San Diego.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And so they were willing to sell the...
Oh, yeah. You got their van,
yeah, so
right?
They were willing to sell their van to us and do it let us pay them when we got back. So I used my credit cards, the bass player used his credit cards, and the bass player and I flew back from Houston, Texas to San Diego to go get this van and drive it back and try to beat this hurricane in 2 days because our singer and drummer had our trailer locked up to a telephone pole at Jack in the Box waiting for us. So we're doing our thing. We're fucking rushing. In the hood, right? We're running all of our credit cards to pay for gas and do this and do that, right? And we get the guys. Hurricane died. Doesn't hit Houston, Texas. So we're safe. But now we're 2 days late for everything we're doing after that, right? So everything we showed up to.
Right, and not making money.
And not making money because we're broke. So when we came back, I actually filed bankruptcy And also a whole new like style of music was coming in. The post-hardcore, thrice, like all that stuff was really starting to hit the market.
Right.
And I was getting heavy into
a little more melodic and heavier.
And Johnny was getting into it too, because Johnny was my BFF, dude. Like him and I were ride or die at that point. And I looked at him and I said, dude, I'm not into the Daybreak Ends thing anymore. I'm not into the music we're writing. I want to do something more. I want to do something bigger. You know, this just isn't what I want to do anymore. And Johnny's like, well, whatever you do, dude, Daybreak Ends, they kept going. They found another guitar player. The bass player left, and they kept going. And they had their run, and it seemed like they kind of fell apart, which it comes full circle, by the way. So remember, they got a new bass player. When that happened, I went into a rut, and then I started dating this one girl from Washington, and every day she would wake up to me making music in my kitchen in my one bedroom apartment that I lived with at my mom in Glendale. That your mom helped us find, by the way. So I'm writing all these songs, and I'm jamming with this band called Assuming We Survive. And I moved my cousin in with me because I'm teaching him bass because I'm going to start a band with my cousin, the music I loved and wanted to rock out to, right? And this is.
I vaguely remember your cousin.
My cousin Nick's a badass, dude. And the thing is that fucking. I'm writing stuff because I grew up with Guns N' Roses. I love Slash. Slash is my favorite guitar player of all time, right? And even though he's not the best guitar player of all time, they're way better guitar players. I love Slash the way he plays. I want to make new Guns N' Roses with post-hardcore fucking tendencies, right? So that was like my thing. And so I started writing this music with my cousin and teaching him how to play bass at the same time. And I got him a job with me at that truck place, the camper shell place. And I was with this band called Assuming We Survive.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and so this band, Assuming We Survive, who today, I wish I never quit this band. I quit the band because my cousin got good enough and we found a drummer, Evan, who we used to be really good friends with, to fucking start She's Thinking. And I should have never quit Assuming We Survive because today they're fucking huge. They got videos, they're signed, they're touring, they're doing all this great stuff, and none of them fucking work. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? But I was thinking I want to be true to my heart and write the music that I love writing. And so Evan came in and added this new fucking flair to it because he's a metal fucking grindcore drummer. He was playing guitar parts on bass. He didn't know bass stuff.
Novice.
He was just doing what I said, hey, play this, and that's it. And he was such a sick-ass drummer on another level that he needed a bass player that could follow his kick drum and his snare hits and know how to fucking read that shit. Not be another guitar player, you know, because that's all he was doing. And he was embarrassed because we got this singer, Chris, who's one of my best friends, and it was badass. The four of us really clicked, but Chris and me and Nick love this band, Maylene and the Sons of Disaster, which is a badass southern rock band. And then Evan thought, the only band that should be doing southern hardcore like that is Every Time I Die. And he thought we were just mimicking Every Time I Die, so he was embarrassed to show that shit. And what's that?
Every Time I Die is playing next week, and I think I'm going to go.
They put on a very, very good show, dude. It is one of the funnest shows I've ever been to. Minus Periphery, but that's a whole different story. So, Evan, he had his animosity against the band, not against us, and I think he used the girlfriend situation that was playing Evan and myself as a way out. And I don't blame him. It was like me and Daybreak Ends at the end. If you're not happy with what you're doing, I mean, that's one way of doing it. I guess that's a good.
Just do it.
But
just do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. And I have mad respect for him. He's an amazing musician, and I wish we could still be cool. But
hell yeah.
So when he left, at the same time, Nick started dating this girl that the singer was banging. So this is the whole triangle shit going on, right? And she had a kid.
God, dude.
She had a kid, and he was falling for her hard. And so he actually moved out of my house and went back to his family and brought the girl with him because she had a kid and was trying to give this girl a life to stand on. And this girl used him. She fucking used him to get her life back together to keep the kid. And then when she got all of her shit back together, she bounced out on my cousin Nick. And there's mad love for Nick, and it's just I wish things didn't end up the way it did, and I wish everything worked out for him. But so with that happened, I met my next best friend who fucked me over, Kevin. And Kevin's a great guy. Him and I are so cool now. But he's off doing bigger things. But probably not gonna kiss your ass. But next to you. He is one of the best bass players I've ever jammed with in my whole entire fucking life, dude.
Shit. I'm really not that good, dude. I never was good either.
Well, no, you're good. You're an actual bassist. That's the thing, is that an actual bassist knows when to hit the right notes with the drummer and lock the guitar player and the drummer together. You're the key that brings those two elements together. Otherwise, a guitar player is a singer without a singer. You know, it's the front of this area of the band, and then the drums are the rhythm section, and the bass is what puts the rhythm, gives notes to the rhythm section. You know, that's how I've always felt. And then the guitar is what helps back the singer and gives him the keys that he's supposed to be able to sing in, or she, by the way, because I'm in a band with a female-fronted singer who is a badass. So
she is really good.
She is, dude. She's a fucking dude. I love her, dude. She's, you know, it's a whole nother relationship that my wife allows, which is great because my singer is so fucking cool and knows exactly what she wants to do.
Your stinger?
What's that? The stinger?
Your stinger?
I've numbered.
That's what you said.
Yeah, Moscow Mules. I need to get another one in a minute. There's actually nothing left.
Oh yeah, Moscow Mules. See,
that's a good picture.
I don't drink, man. I never did drink.
where we? Oh, She's Sinking. So we're going to the second version of She's Sinking because there's like 5 versions. So it's now Chris, me, a drummer named Seth, and a bass player named Kevin. And we had, I think Robbie was in the band, but Robbie had to leave. And that's the story. I don't know if I should share that story because it's very personal to Robbie. But basically, he had to have his toe cut off because of gangrene, and we had to go to his show. And the ride to the show, we were debating. We took 2 trucks in Bakersfield, this show, and we were battling between Kevin and I, who's taking Robbie because no one wants to smell his toe. And at this point, we didn't know it was his toe.
Is this Street Racer Robbie?
No, not Street Racer Robbie. Robbie is this really cool guy who's an awesome cook now out in Nevada, I think. Either Arizona or Nevada. But he's a fucking cool-ass guy, dude.
Oh, okay.
And he's an amazing songwriter, dude. We're 2 different styles now, but at the time, dude, he was such a sick-ass songwriter. And he actually wrote a badass song called Home is Where the Heart Is. And I threw in a couple parts, but I should give that guy credit for that song because that song is fucking awesome. And that was the first, second, and third version of She's Sinking. That was the go-to song, which is a music video done by Brian Cox on YouTube for that song. And
is that the one with you guys driving around in the dirt?
Yeah, that's it. And so after Robbie bounced out because he had a lot of personal stuff that was going on, and he needed to sort that stuff out. And so we said, okay, dude, we're here for you. We're always going to be your buddies. We're here for you. Do what you got to do. He bounced out. And then Chris and I had a fallout because, again, girls, I want to bang the girl he's with, and he wants to bang the girl I'm with. And
why do you do that?
Well,
you did that to other people in
Chris
other bands.
Chris was like a spitting image of me. And he was gnarly because he had this beautiful, long, luscious red hair and a beautiful, long, luscious beard.
He's that taller guy, right? He's the lead singer.
Yeah, he's not tall. He just looks tall because he's skinny. And, he had all this luscious fucking red hair that just whips around. He looks like a fucking Herbal Essence commercial, dude. And
like a Norseman or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, dude. He could be a Viking, man. And so we did this thing, and basically I started dating this girl that he was really highly into, and the girl he was dating I was actually really highly into too, but I wasn't admitting it. And when I didn't break up, but when we had a fallout, the girl and I, he tried to get with her. And so I was like, dude, well, if you're trying to get with her, how would you feel if I went and got with this girl that he just stopped dating? And he's like, oh, she'll never go for you, dude. And I'm like, oh, let's watch. Because at this time in my life, I'm like a super cocky, dumbass fucking know-it-all. And because my 20s was that. And I nailed her. I got her, dude. I fucking got her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I fucking got her. And, we're both dating each other's girls, and we're both hating on each other for it. And we had a fallout. And it turned into this big thing where, my fucking conniving ass fucking convinces everyone else in the band to fucking drop his ass. And I don't think it was just me. I like to take credit for that, but it's not the best thing to take credit for. I think Kevin wanted his buddy Brandon in, and Brandon's a badass singer. He's in a band with some members of Spine Shank and some members of Snot now. And I forgot what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but it's really fucking good. I was checking it out the other day. I wish
I got to open up for those guys.
Oh, did you?
At one point.
Okay, well, when
I opened up.
What's his name died? Brandon took his place in Snot, and they called it Tons, which is Snot backwards. And then he was in Spine Shank for a little bit. So that was cool. Uh-huh. We got Brandon, and that's when the band.
And then some of them moved over to like Opus Dei or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I don't follow that much anymore. But so Brandon, when he jumped in the band.
So let's talk about I Am Demure.
Well, we're almost there. You got it.
How'd you start up?
Well, that's the thing. So like with She's Sinking, once we got Brandon in the band, it fucking blew up. Like California wide, we blew the fuck up. Like it was amazing time. Dude, we're selling out the Glass House. We're doing all this shit. And at this time, Daybreak Ends had this bass player named Josh. And they were doing stuff. I don't know exactly. But they were looking at me and I was looking at them. We're always watching each other because, of course, we always wanted to one-up each other. And my personal band, She's Sinking, is fucking blowing the fuck up. And it was so exciting. It was such a great time. And then She's Sinking fell apart because the singer loved doing what he loves doing. The bass player loves doing what he loves doing. And they weren't in the same aspect of what She's Sinking was doing. So it all fell apart. And then I was in a bunch of miscellaneous bands that I started up with friends and stuff like that. And then one day I get a phone call. Sorry. I was about to jump to the story. So I started another band with this guy named Kevin, and we looked for people online to be a bass player in it. And lo and behold, this guy checks out my music that I was doing with this guy, Kevin, and says, dude, you guys are fucking badass. Let me come and jam with you. I got everything you want. So we said, okay. And it was the bass player of Daybreak Ends, because Daybreak Ends was finally falling apart. And this guy comes and jams with us, and it was a good time. We had some fallouts with the singer, and the band kind of disbanded, never really took that. Josh from Daybreak Ends, the newest bass player, hit me up and said, dude, I've got this girl that I used to jam with, and we want to start that band back up, and I couldn't think of anyone else on guitar but you. And I said, really? Because she's super fucking nu metal, and I'm super fucking rock and roll, dude. And he's like, yeah, dude. And I was like, okay, I'll learn the songs, so we'll do this. So I learned the songs, and we jammed out, and it was like the coolest fucking feeling ever, because it was like, it wasn't about fucking let's make it big anymore. You know, my whole fucking 20s was, let's make it big. We're going to be rock stars. This is it. Like, who fucking cares what you're doing? We're going to make it. And now it's like, dude, hey, we're fucking rocking. That's it. Like, we're just rocking. We're not out to fucking do anything. We're not out to do fucking make it big or impress anyone. We're just out to do. We're just out to be ourselves. And that's what makes I Am Demure the funnest band. Sorry, let me repeat that. That's what makes I Am Demure the funnest band and coolest band and the most chillest band I've ever been, because there's no expectations. And it's going to really show in the new music that's going to be come out, because all the previous music is just me learning their stuff, but the new music is me and my roommate Patty, we're writing together and helping make something fucking epic happen and bring I Am Demure into the new music industry that's happening right now. And I think a lot of that's going to show in the next few months, actually. It's going to be pretty fucking soon. Excuse my French.
So I've got some of the old footage, or not footage, but like photos and the CD cover. You know, yeah, I know you guys got a new album coming out. When is that?
Yeah, I think I sent you Metal, which is a new song.
Words dipped in gold, kisses like metal, friendships like silver, lovers in vain. I'm trapped in your bed, covers like wires, dare not make a sound, unspoken desires. I'm trapped in your Can you say the magic word? feels like silver, but I'm trapped in your bed.
That we
Yeah, I have that song. I sampled it. I didn't actually work it in. I kind of wanted to just sample it and tease it. So.
Well, then tease it, because that's new music right there. And if you use the video clip of me ripping at the Viper Room, that that is the solo from Metal. Revised.
Yeah. Yeah, and that video is kind of cool. You really rocked the hell out, dude. You've always kind of been one of those guys. And one of the things I wanted to ask you earlier was how many guitars have you gone through doing the guitar spin thing, dude? I mean, you do that all the time. It's like done in every single one of your videos, dude.
I'm getting good at it. So the first guitar I actually bought with my own money 10, 15 years ago was my Epiphone Les Paul.
The Schecter.
No.
The Epiphone before that.
Les Paul. No. I had a Schecter, and it was half bought by me and half bought by my mom. But about 15 years ago, during the Daybreak Ends period, I bought my first Epiphone Les Paul. And it's gone through 9 different variations of setups. My favorite was when you worked at Fernandez and you put the Sustainiac in it and a JB pickup in the bridge.
Well, I didn't work on the Sustainiac.
Got it. Was the Sustainiac after the Sustainer?
Well, it was before and after. Then they went to the Sustainer for a very short period of time. It was funny, dude. I was at the guitar store in Glenwood Springs. And I'm sitting there, and they get a guitar, and they're like sitting there trying to figure out what the hell kind of guitar is that. And I look over, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool Fernandez you got there. And they look at me and they go, huh? I'm like, yeah, it's a Fernandez, dude. It's a Retro Rocket Elite with the Sustainer on it. And they go, huh? I go, yeah, here. I pull up my phone. Mind you, we're about 10 years back in time here, you know? It's like fucking 1999 still here. You know, I pull out my phone, I'm like, see? Look, it's a Fernandez Retro Rocket. And they're like, oh my God. This guy knows a thing or two. It was hilarious, dude.
And that's the thing, is that no one, when my Sustainiac or Sustainer failed, no one knew how to work on it. No one. And everyone I took it to knew how to work. Well, you moved away, so you couldn't work on it. So no one knew how to fix it. No one knew how to fix it and make it sound as good as it did when I first got it back from you. And so I had it revamped completely. And I had an Invader pickup put in the bridge, and the JB moved to the neck. Sorry, I've been drinking. So the JB's in the neck now, and I have an Invader in the fucking bridge pickup. And
I love those Invaders. You know, that's what Riggs uses.
Yeah. It's a fucking really high gain fucking pickup. It sounds really good. It's really strong. But I have this fucking mean buzz coming from my Les Paul, and I have this badass head. And believe it or not, I've had a JCM 900 that I completely custom and modded out with the Carvin Randall. Where are you going? This guy gets up in the middle of an interview and fucking is like, hey, I'm going to move around. I'm going to just do this like room shaking thing. Yo, this is not how you do a show, Mike. This is not how you do it. Oh, he's showing me his fucking Marshall head. That's actually a really good head. I love that. Ooh, it's a satellite like my car. What? So I had this JCM 900. I had this JCM 900 that had this badass fucking. I modded it out. I had voodoo tubes and all this other crazy shit. And I had this fucking
That's
Randall.
basically what that is.
12 by 210 cab that sounded really beefy, and that was the She's Sinking tone for a long fucking time. And I sold it to some kid who was in an 80s tribute band, and he was a kid in high school, dude, and his band was badass, dude. I was proud to sell it to him. I'm listening to some of the bands he's recording, and I'm looking online, and he shows me this site called ZZ Sounds, and he goes, dude, you can finance the guitar you want of your dreams. So I got this guitar right here. This fucking actual Gibson Les Paul 50s reissue. And it's a 50s reissue. And guess what I haven't done to this thing?
Drop
Just
it
guess,
or
Mike.
anything?
No. I've
Change
probably
it?
done some stupid shit. Change it. I haven't touched anything on it. It is the exact same pickups that came stock, the exact same everything, and I'm not going to touch it. I don't need to touch it. There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing.
Yeah.
It's a perfect guitar. And it's a reissue. So it's a brand new guitar. It's just a reissue of what they did in the 50s. So the neck is a little bit fatter. It's a little bit fatter right here.
You haven't seen this yet. Do you see that?
I do.
Do you see what that is?
What is it?
I don't know. Here, it's gonna get a little noisy. But here, you see that?
I do.
Do you see what that says?
Like,
that little badge?
I can't see it,
it
looks like...
That little badge says Neumann.
And
it's not the cheap one.
Oh! Hey, my roommate got a microphone called a Blue... What is it? Blue...
Bottle? The baby bottle?
I don't know, but it's super high end. It's like $900. And every time I walk in there, I was like...
long. And then it's got like the thing separate.
It's got the suspension. And it's on a suspension system.
I think that's the baby bottle. Well, it's a bottle. I think they have 3 sizes. They have the baby bottle. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not a big fan.
It sounds fucking amazing. It sounds fucking amazing.
It probably sounds just as good as this does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the same class as this microphone.
Oh, that's sick. So there's a band before I'm Demure that I started up with rhythm guitars from She's Sinking called Calm the Artist. And we never got to do actual recordings, but we did some stuff in my studio in the garage with that blue microphone. And the little clips, I don't have them on my computer, but my roommate does. They sound fucking phenomenal. It's probably the best stuff I've recorded ever. But it never made it anywhere.
You know what's cool is I still have this thing. I can't get it.
The stand-up bass? Yeah.
Yeah, I still have that. And then that wonderful thing that you were talking about, that Zounds place.
Mm-hmm.
Got me a piano.
Well,
and this audio interface too.
I'm all into orange.
All kinds of shit.
So
I love orange.
Dude, that's where I'm at now.
Yeah, orange is rad.
Orange, and I'm not modifying any of it. None of it. I'm modifying. So my Gibson.
You don't need to.
Unmodified. My orange, non-modified, and I'm actually going to build a custom orange cab soon and have it sent out. But I'm contemplating on what do I want to do with my satellite, the car, or my orange system.
I don't know. Your car is pretty rad, but Matt, it doesn't stop, bro.
It doesn't stop. That's an issue, and that's where I think we need to take care of that because the car
It's
doesn't stop.
an expensive fix, you know. Like she kind of needs to stop.
I'm a father now. Yeah, and I'm a father, so I gotta like make sure.
But it
I'm
is the
safe.
right size car for being a dad.
Oh, it is. It is, dude.
Words dipped in gold, kisses like metal, friendships like silver.